What's good, Bear Legion? It's me, DisBearity here, and today CA has dropped the Ramesses gameplay for Total War Pharaoh. So we're going to be taking a look at this here and see what Total War Pharaoh is all about. Then we're going to be dissecting the gameplay where I can see like what they can improve on and what could be done better. Before we begin, definitely consider subscribing for more Total War news and gameplay. Now let's go ahead and begin. All right, so let's see what this is all about. This Ramesses gameplay. So this is a alpha build. I think every CA game is a alpha build, at least in my personal opinion. But I'm excited for it though.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer.
Okay.
Gods, hear my voice.
So before we like fully get in, I know I'm like messing up the atmosphere here. I feel like when you really think about it, I think CA is not going to be like the fantasy. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to be like the main fantasy devs, while CA Sophia is going to be the main historical titles. But I don't know. Sorry about that.
I will bear your blessings to battle. I am ready for the trials ahead.
Okay, shields up, deflecting arrows. I mean, I like how the leader's exposed though.
I am the rising dawn. And I will lead us into a new age.
No, I feel it. So the Paragon.
Oh, poor Falcon. To be absolutely clear, it will be avenged. Ra demands it. Before we begin, I should say we're showcasing an alpha version of the game, so plenty of things are still being fine-tuned. We were just too excited to show it off. Anyway, our hero, Ramesses, begins his journey to greatness in North Sinai, near the settlement of Nekel. As a trusted and ambitious general to Pharaoh Meneptah, tasked at keeping the troublesome Canaanites at bay, Ramesses...
Okay, so what we see here is that we got Ramesses' territory, we got Sakat, we got Hetch, Temna, and Bursh. At least that's what we can see so far.
His dreams of a revitalized Egypt lie well beyond his station.
And I think I see
a underdog. And underdog describes us well. Our stores are looking serviceable, but ideally we'd be self-sufficient.
Okay, so the resources of what do you call Total War Troy comes back, of course, with the food, stone, wood, bronze, and also gold.
Meanwhile, there's an angry man nearby throwing rocks at birds. We'll want to do something about those resources, but first things first. Vengeance.
Now, okay, so a lot of people complain about the UI. By the way, the UI looks okay. I mean, I understand it's like people want something fancy. I mean, it looks okay. The environments look really great, though. I love the environments.
Ra's blessed us with a natural ridge, so we're going to use it to funnel our attackers into a kill box.
That makes me wonder, are you going to be able to see like the gods in the sky?
In Total Warfare, outmaneuvering your opponent can mean the difference between a decisive victory or a humiliating failure. At the moment, we've got one unit holding the line, whilst the second one moves behind the enemy to attack in their flanks.
See, one thing with Total War, what I think that they should work on, by the way, is that I feel like that they should work on you should be able to like put your units on the ridges here. I don't know if they can program that, but I think that would be a great touch to Total War. I think that would be an excellent like gameplay change. I'm being dead serious with that. Like, you know how much a difference, because especially like if you really go and think about it with the Warhammer games, you know, you can't use your gunmen on ridges because, you know, they just don't shoot shoot straight down. You know, like not like archers.
We'll order our front-facing units to hold the line, keeping our choke point as tight as possible.
Okay, so
we'll explore formations in a later video, but each one increases your tactical control over the battlefield. As the press increases, individual fighters break out from the melee to prove their might in duels.
Okay.
The ridge has given us the extra advantage we needed, and Sagat breaks under a rain of arrows.
Arrows away!
Well, that's in that battle.
Yeah, run away, coward. We'll finish him off in a minute, but first, let's get some royal decrees brewing. Okay, what have we got here?
Royal decrees, the tree
Unit
is
experience, always nice to have.
The life of the soldier,
but a happy population is worth its weight in gold.
Long festivals,
Longer festivals will make the people happy and lead to trading outposts, which our fragile economy could sorely use.
Okay. So it
We'll
looks like
also
you
want to
have
pick up
military,
increased food
economy,
production
and
and
you have
affinity
building
with the
production.
forest. We
Buildings
can't
down.
really go wrong by prioritizing
Military's to
these
the
4
right,
to
and
begin
also
with,
economy's
so
to the
we'll
left.
explore the
Okay.
food route for now and scoop up the others as we go. We've started our sure-to-be
Not a
legendary
bad
voyage
tree,
into
though,
the
by the
field
way.
of reeds with 2 out of 4 of the settlements found in North Sinai. We only need Azati and Sukkot to complete the set, but before we do, let's explore a traditional Egyptian pastime, building impressive things. Looks like our workforce is idling away in the blistering sun.
Okay, so
Sorry,
this
friends,
UI, by
time
the
to
way,
get to work.
looking at this UI is similar to Warhammer, for sure.
In the lands of Egypt and beyond, the workforce is a currency to always keep in mind. We'll need laborers to build our settlements, same as any other resource.
Very similar to
For now,
Warhammer.
we'll construct a winery for the boons to happiness, resource production, and workforce growth. We'll also build a water well, again, mostly for the workforce
Even the
growth.
building chain is
It's
reminds me
around
of Warhammer.
1200 BCE, and at this point in history, trade up and down the Mediterranean coast was bustling, if not mysteriously slowing down. Dreams of a trade empire are nice to have, but let's start small. Our immediate neighbors are willing to part with their hard-earned
Okay, so diplomacy comes back. Now, once again with diplomacy, just by looking here, it reminds me once again of Warhammer, especially since like Troy had a different type of diplomacy, which is I actually like Troy's diplomacy. It's actually not bad
goods,
at all. It
and
actually
like
makes me
any
want
true would-be
diplomacy,
Pharaoh,
similar
I'm
to
only
Three
too
Kingdoms.
eager to oblige them. Ramesses quite likes us, so we'll get some trade going with them shortly. Elsewhere, Seti would also be a worthwhile ally to pursue. It's not much, but we can spare to part
I mean,
with
it is
some
very-
wood in
it is
exchange
very
for
similar,
stone
though, I
to
will
get
say
the
that, it
heavy
is.
ball of diplomacy rolling. He's more than happy
It is
with
similar to Troy,
55,
too.
so let's be cheeky
I
and
think
see
they
what we
just
can squeeze
took
in
both
for.
elements.
68? Nope, bridge too far. 66? 65? Ah, there we go, nice. Minor trades, all well and good, but if we want to expand, we'll need to become self-sufficient. Who's hoarding the goods? Timna has bronze, but I don't want to open us up to a war on 2 fronts so quickly. We'll do away with Sukkot first, then look at expanding west.
Always ready.
For glory!
I do like the scenery though. The scenery is very nice in this game. The landscapes and stuff.
I have earned this city.
Lumps! Soldiers, move!
Okay, so you get. Let me back that up a little bit. Just a smidge. Okay, so you got occupy, loot, and sack. Okay, and sack and race. Okay, same thing as normal total war. Okay.
This is part of a new
I
empire.
want to see they added like another menu there.
There we go, North Sinai liberated and are literally avenged. With Sukkot and Azeti under our very caring thumbs, we've acquired a new building, fishing grounds. We've got
Okay.
2, which translates
Food
to a
income.
very nice influx of food. And food is something we'll want to be wary of.
I wonder if the icons next to your city, like to your city names, right? Because your main, city or capital is food based, and the bronze based, and then I wonder if the other 2 cities could you make them food based or not, depending, but unless they're already like situated to be that,
As we build our legacy, we'll want to take note of the passing seasons. Aket, the flood season, sees great yield in our fisheries and further movement at sea. Peret, the growth season, is the ideal time to bolster our forces. Shemu, the harvest season, is when we see bountiful yields for our farms and increased replenishment for our armies.
So the game
Shemsu
does have
is the end
seasons.
of the year and comes
Okay.
with boons that we'll want to take advantage of further
So
down
each
the road.
season's a year,
The ebb
or
and flow
or
of nature
not
can
each season's a
decide
year,
the
but
fate of Egypt
you go
as
have to go
potently
through
as
4
any
to 5
man,
seasons a year.
and should always
Okay.
be respected. Apart from the ocean, Sukkot's borders are fairly safe, and I mean, who's going to attack us from the sea? No, Azati's neighbors are of the rougher persuasion, so we'll look at building
My
our
thing is,
fences
like,
just
are
a
they
little
gonna
bit
make a
higher
return to
and
naval
install a
battles, though?
nifty keep out sign. That should do the trick. Neither Ashkelon nor Bathsheba are particularly fond of
Because to me,
Ramesses'
historical
expansive
needs naval
efforts, so I'm
battles, at least in
tempted
my
to rush
opinion.
our upgrade along just in case. Oof, maybe not. We're too poor. Either way, we don't yet have a steady income of gold, so spending what we can't replenish is just asking for attrition. Let's leave it for now and keep a close eye on the Canaanites in the meanwhile. Our more falcon-eyed viewers may have noticed that we've not been recruiting any additional soldiers just yet. It's unorthodox, but we've been managing to get away with it because of Ramesses himself.
Okay.
Ramesses is fast and far-seeing, his soldiers elite and loyal, making him the perfect
So
run-and-gun hero.
okay, so Ramses here, battle effects is missile range plus 15% for his archers, fatigue build up minus 5% for his bodyguard unit. So for his unit alone, they don't get fatigue as fast. Now campaign, he gets 35 XP per turn in in his unit. Upkeep is minus 4% for his army. Movement at sea is plus 6, land 6, and also attrition damage minus 5. So I wonder if they're going to be bringing when it comes to attrition damage, if they're going to be bringing attrition into when you're under siege or whatnot. I mean, I do like that idea.
Because of this, we're not too worried about the edges of our expanding empire, knowing Ramesses can cover such large swaths of ground with ease. That means we can hold off constructing our military buildings until we've got a better foundation under us. Speaking of the military, we've delivered plenty of souls to Duat, ready for Anubis' judgment, and are all the wiser and stronger for it. We're getting a name for ourselves amongst our subjects, but it's up to us to mold Ramesses into the pharaoh we want him to be.
Okay, so this is the character portrait. So what he's about to, I think what he's about to talk about is that he's about to, mold your character to, you want your character to be similar to like the Warhammer thing, which is fine in my opinion. I mean, that's a good push for, in historical titles, being like, it's not hero-like, but at least it busts your bodyguard. I mean, I'm okay with stuff like that. Because, I mean, to me, it's good to take some elements from Warhammer, but, you still want to keep that historical feel alive. Y'all get what I'm saying here? So, you get your, assigned titles. They brought this back from Three Kingdoms, by the way, if I recall. Let's see. Contingencies. You have, I believe it's your skill tree right here. And then, of course, you have your bodyguard, or your items and stuff, which is like Three Kingdoms.
Will he have presence, reducing the upkeep of his army? Will he have fortitude, ensuring his soldiers are always fighting fit? Or will he have ardor, ever pushing himself and his men to go further, faster? How we shape Ramesses unlocks titles with various boons. The higher our rank, the more slots are unlocked for a total of 4 concurrent titles at any one time.
Okay.
We already have enough competencies to apply the Shield of the Medjay title,
Shield
which will increase the defense of our Medjay units amongst other effects.
Or you're going to be Mr. Assassin's
Going
Creed.
forward, we'll try to work towards love by the people for the added stability to the realm, and Merciless in his strides for the massive boon to campaign movement.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's become a bronze mogul. Sorry, Timna, but I want your stuff. You may have been wondering what these little chaps are. To survive in the expansive and often volatile Egyptian terrain, we'll need to employ the use of outposts. These are structures like any other that armies can interact with to gain specific boons depending on what we choose to build. They also grant a positive, passive effect in the province, but can be costly and are often targeted by invading armies. Military outposts offer anything from replenishment to increased siege holdout for local armies and settlements. Administrative outposts can make us immune to desert attrition or increase our legitimacy. Economic outposts can bolster our resources produced in the outpost region. And finally, religious outposts relate to our chosen deity.
Okay, so that right there is a good change. I actually like that change. Because they're not considered like provinces, but they're like considered because how, it's the desert, right? When you're walking across the desert, your units are going to get tired and stuff. So that's great that you can think of outposts like an oasis or something like that, where your units can rest up before pushing on, which is why he said that's why the AI folks will be focusing a little bit more, because you don't want your units to stay fresh while traversing the desert. So I like that mechanic.
But we'll talk about that in another video. Most outposts require technologies to unlock, and we're working towards the economic outpost at the moment. Should only be another 8 turns or so. For now, we've constructed an Egyptian fort close to our border with Hech, giving us additional security in the region and a strategic fallback point if things don't go too well.
Witness, gods!
Okay, that's an auto-resolve. Looks like, or, after the battle. You know what I do miss about Total War though is I miss that the pre-generated like engine that they had, where you send your unit to a certain place and the engine will create the environment, or the procedural create the environment that's around you. I miss that engine. Oh, okay. So they got rid. You don't have pocket ladders anymore. Yes, that's cool. That's cool. So that means that now you have to build your ladders. You have to build your rams. You have to build your siege. Oh my, thank you. You always have to build siege towers and rams, but the pocket ladders things is cool. So you just can't just charge and hit the gate with like sticks and stones. And they've lol. Wait, what is that? Wait, is that sapping though? Can you sap the walls? Like you're no, they probably didn't know how to sap back in the Bronze Age. Especially he knows that people don't like the whole pocket ladders. People don't love that at all. Yeah, this is definitely bringing back the historical feel. Wait. Are they bringing back destruction when it comes to? Wait, hold on. Are they bringing back destruction to certain buildings again? Because he said he doesn't want to destroy the build, like he doesn't want to repair the city. So that mean when you use like maybe I don't think this game's gonna have catapults, but like I guess when he uses fire arrows, um, could they potentially hit the other buildings and catch them on fire? And then you have to repair the buildings afterwards? Huh. Okay. So that's great. The whole sandstorm that's great because that's weather's affecting. But I know that they said they're gonna be bringing like weather like thunderstorms and stuff too, right? So would it be so hard to ask what if um thunder strikes can happen that can hurt your units randomly? I would like that idea. Hell, I would love it if animals will be on the battlefield and they'll attack both armies or whatnot too. Like there's elephants or if there's lions and tigers, but you can kill them too. Hathor. So I wonder what kind of unit faction differences will there be for each unit. Like, cause this is the Bronze Age. It's gonna be hard to differentiate, or make different units for each faction. So would they have different stats? Again, right? Like Ramsey seems more archer focused. And I like that they still brought back the day and night system. I noticed that, of course. And the water looks really great too. Water graphics look amazing. I love gold. It's the moon. Hmm. I still wonder what that one building is. That one siege engine. It looks like sappers, but I just can't tell. Oh, those are some crazy siege towers. Civil War erupts. Hmm. Okay, that's a good design there. Okay, okay. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. Okay, so after watching that entire video there, you know, I see the changes that CA Sophia is working on doing in creating a better, space for Total War Pharaoh. It is kind of changing my mind a little bit about the game, and it's starting to look really, really good, at least in my personal opinion. My only thing is like, they are pushing things up a bit, but I do want to see more, you know, um, things possible with when it comes to the Total War space. I do like that they are adding some stuff that's from the Warhammer series, but also I do want them to keep everything a historical tile historical. And I'm glad that they took away pocket ladders. That's cool. I'm really glad they took that out. And now they're actually bringing back ladders. Of course you got rams, you got siege towers, but also I need to know what was that last siege building, which is sappers. And then because of the whole desert, you can create outposts now in order to push upon your enemies and stuff. Now, the thing is, too, when it comes to historical titles, I'd like to see more naval battles involved. Naval battles were an important, thing to total, in like to especially historical titles. I don't care if they're not in the Warhammer series, but if they're in the historical series, that's pretty cool. To bring those back. Weather changes. They're bringing in the sandstorm, which messes with vision of your archers. Now, okay, let's go further. Let's go with if you're fighting in the desert, your units get attrition. They start to get exhaustingly tired quickly unless they're near like maybe a water source on the map. Or better yet, let's go with thunderstorms where there's lightning strikes happening every once in a while, and those could potentially hurt you and sway the field of battle. And stuff like that. So those are kind of changes that I want to see. And then let's say when it comes to factions and stuff, what um how are they going to differentiate the factions? Let's say like Ramesses, he's more so a missile based, faction, or um the other factions, one could be melee based, one could be, siege or hybrid, something like of the sort. So but so far though, Total War Pharaoh is looking up to be pretty decent, at least for now. I'm gonna put it in the decent category. But there's still much more to see them improve on, especially when it comes to like chariot charges and also combat and stuff like that. So, but what I want you guys to do is definitely give me you guys what your thoughts on Total War Pharaoh down in the comment section below. I really want to know what the community thinks about this game here. And if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely consider liking and subscribing. That would be very much appreciated. Thank y'all for your support and all that you guys do. And we'll see y'all for the next Total War video. Peace out, much love, everybody. Have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.